How's it going, everybody? Patty back here with another video on the hunter called the Wild. In today's video, I want to show you my personal favorite loadout for hunting mule deer, whether you have those mule deer herd managed or you're in the process of setting up herd management and getting those deer cycled down and getting your zones right. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at my loadout. My loadout contains the Arzina 300, the Perry 308, and the Zarza 308. Now, the reason I use the Arzina 300 is because no matter where you shoot a mule deer, it's going to go down. Of course, if you get a flesh shot, they're going to run for quite a while, so there will be some tracking involved. The Perry 308 and the Zarza 308 are the weapons you're going to use for those big trophy animals, like level 5 diamonds. The only difference between these two weapons, and honestly they're both just a personal preference of whichever one you like, you can even use the M1 30-06. That'll work great. But these are just my two that I prefer to use for hunting trophies. So the Perry, like I said, the only difference is the Zarza has 45 accuracy and the Perry has 40. So the Zarza has a little bit better accuracy, but the Perry has a little bit better hip shot. Now, I don't go around hip shooting or hip shotting anything in this game. You may, and if you do, hey, kudos to you because you're a lot better than I am at it. All these weapons I will be using polymer tip bullets. My personal preference is the Hyperion. Now, you may like something different. Hey, use what makes the grind better for you. Binoculars, I use the Apex View just because it's a rangefinder and binoculars all in one. But as I said, if you want to use something different, this is not a necessity whatsoever. Now, I do pack a couple tents around with me because I will go check some of my exterior zones in the middle of my grind. And if there is maybe a shooter that does pop up in one of my exterior zones, I'll throw a tent down, maybe a tripod or a tree stand, come cycle that deer back down out of my exterior zones. It does happen, so just keep that in mind. Now, let's go ahead and show you what these weapons do to some mule deer. Alright, so let's go ahead and show you how this Perry 308 performs. Let's go ahead and get up here in the tree stand. I score at about 220 to 240, so we'll zero for 150 and just a little high. That was more than likely a heart shot. As I said, Perry works great. You hit double lungs, they're probably not going to run no more than 50 to 100 meters. Okay, so here we are. Let's go ahead and take a look and see how this Perry performed. As I expected, double lung heart shot at 240 meters. Really solid weapon. Now, let's go ahead and jump over to another one of my main spots and show you how this Zarza performs. Alright, so here we are at another one of my locations. We're going to be testing out the Zarza. Again, the Zarza is one of my favorite weapons to use, but you can use either the Perry or the Zarza. There's us a nice 4. Let's go ahead and take us a little bit of a longer shot. Yeah, we'll take that too. So he's 310 to 360. 0 for 300. Probably got a single lung at 300. And he's down. While we're here and there's still some deer around, let's go ahead and show you how the 300 does. So as I said, 300 really doesn't matter where you shoot the deer. I'll take just a wild crack shot through the back and splat. That is the reason I use the 300 for cycling those high weight level 2s up into the level 4s. Now be careful on your level 4s. Sometimes they do have potential to make diamond, but it is very rare. So if you have the opportunity and the chance to check and see what the trophy rating is on those animals, take a look at that trophy rating. If it's really high or way over the potential to be diamond, maybe take it with the 308, the Perry 308 or the Zarza 308, but it's just however you want to play it. So let's go ahead and jump down here and check out these deer. So here we are. This is that deer we took with the 300. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. As I said, through the spine, through the vertebrae, got liver and left lung. Any other weapon, like the 308, 30-06, either of those weapons, you're not going to be able to get this much penetration. Of course, you don't get that proper ammo for the animal, but like I said, if you can keep track of your trophy score and things of that nature, you should be good. Now here we are with that deer we shot with the Zarza 308. We shot him around 320. Of course, we got Vital Blood. Now, I was expecting a single lung, and I think that's what we got because he did run quite a bit. Let's go ahead and track this deer down and see what we got. And here we are. So it was a 330 meter shot with the Zarza 308, and we did get a single lung. Of course, the closer the deer, the more penetration you'll get. Most of your shooting zones, if you can set up a little closer, great. If not, this weapon is going to get it done, as well as the Perry 308. They both will get the job done all the way out to 330 meters. When it comes to the Zarza and the Perry 308, it's just really a personal preference on which one you like. I like the Zarza. If you like the Perry, use the Perry. If you like the Zarza, use the Zarza. And that's my loadout for grinding mule. If you need any help on setting up a mule deer grind, or anything to deal with mule deer, feel free to leave a comment down below. Drop a like on the video, and if you want to see more videos like this one, smash that subscribe button. Until the next time, Patty's out.